Old black people say that God works in mysterious ways. And that's one of the realest things that's ever been said. Because on the same day that we lose Sidney Poitier, I watch another legend, Will Smith, and his brilliant portrayal of Richard Williams in King Richard. First of all, that's one of the most inspirational movies I've ever seen in my life. And that's because the story of Venus and Serena is one of the most inspirational stories. Their lives are an inspiration. But to have this brother excellently bring to life that story for us, it just got me thinking about Sidney Poitier and what he was for his generation. See, my mama taught me that Sidney Poitier refused to take roles that demeaned black people. My mama taught me to revere that man because he carried himself with elegance, he spoke eloquently, he stood for something, and that he did not want to kowtow or step and fetch, shuck and jive for Hollywood. He wanted to remain a man and portray himself as a man and reflect black people in a great way. And that resonated with his generation. That still resonates today. So watching Mr. Smith and his excellent work got me thinking about what he's given us, what Mr. Washington has given us, and what Mr. Freeman has given us. Mr. Morgan Freeman, amongst other things, gave us Lean on Me. Legendary portrayal of the tough principal, Joe Clark. That movie partly inspired what I did in the classroom with my students. When I would get down, I could put that movie on for inspiration, to keep fighting the good fight, to try to inspire those kids to overcome their circumstances. Mr. Freeman's artistic genius brought that story to life. And I appreciate that inspiration. Mr. Washington has given us Malcolm X. Mr. Washington has given us Remember the Titans. Mr. Washington has given us just so many classics. And in all of them, he just suave, debonair. He's just excellent. Absolutely excellent. Mr. Smith gave us a show that was witty, that was a different side of black life. You got this kid from the hood and he going to live with his uncle and auntie, and you know what I'm saying, they uncle big time judge, you know what I'm talking about? But he gave us that classic show. And then went on to give us blockbuster movies, while also giving us classic for the culture. He gave us Ali. You know how hard it is to portray Muhammad Ali? Go look up Muhammad Ali on YouTube and see what kind of character that man is in real life. And Mr. Smith, probably the closest human being that pulled that off. He gave us Pursuit of Happiness. Another gem. A movie that touches me so much because the whole movie, you're going through hours of hell, basically, in that movie, until you get to the end. You see it pay off. And that end, when he clapping and crying, I'm waiting on that moment. And I just can see that moment. And now I think about this movie, King Richard. So inspirational. Because the Williams family is inspirational. But you still need that artist to bring that to life for us. So people like me can always have something that we can go to and be inspired. I needed that. Just like my mama's generation needed those images from Mr. Poitier. I'm telling you right now, Mr. Morgan Freeman, Mr. Denzel Washington, and Mr. Will Smith. We need you. We love you. We appreciate your art. You have made Sidney Poitier proud. Continue to do so. Long live forever, King Sidney Poitier, and continued success to Mr. Freeman, Mr. Washington, and Mr. Smith. I thank y'all for the inspiration. It's about 4:35 a.m., but I'm going to go back in here and get to work. One.